Task number 8, best practices. This task is part of the JavaScript Essential Room inside the Cybersecurity 101 module. This task outlines the best practices for evaluating a website, for writing code for a website. If you are developing a web application, you will likely end up using JavaScript on your website. The practices below will assist you in reducing the attack surface and minimizing the chances of attack. Avoid relying on client-side validation only. One of JavaScript's primary functions is performing client-side validation. Developers sometimes use it for validating forms and rely entirely on it, which is not a good practice. Since a user can disable and or manipulate JavaScript on the client side, performing validation on the server side is also essential. Refrain from adding untrusted libraries. As discussed in earlier tasks, JavaScript allows you to include any other JavaScript scripts using the source attribute inside the script tag. But have you considered whether the library we include is from a trusted source? Bad actors have uploaded a bundle of libraries on the internet with names that resemble legitimate ones. If you blindly include a malicious library, you will expose your web application to threats. Avoid hard-coded secrets. Never hard-code sensitive data like API keys, access tokens, or credentials into your JavaScript code, as the user can easily check the source code and get a password. Here we can see just a variable created for a private API key. Minify and obfuscate your JavaScript code. Minifying and obfuscating JavaScript code reduces its size, improves load times, and makes it harder for attackers to understand the logic of the code. Therefore, always minify and obfuscate the code when using code in production. The attacker can eventually reverse engineer it, but getting the original code will take at least some effort. Answer the questions below. It is a good practice to blindly include JavaScript in your code from any source. Absolutely not. And this includes not only JavaScript.